Hey, this is Mike, ᵚᵃარეᵗ Vinyl. I'm going to show you the purchases that I made in May, which was last month, 2024. Pretty good month. I bought about 34 records, I think, around 30 or so. And yeah, let's just get started. One of the latest releases that I got was the Sebastian Bach new album. What is it called? Child Within the Man. I've listened to this a couple times now, and it's really good. I got it in the blue. I know there was a black version as well, and this is at 45 RPM as well. So that's kind of almost justifies the 3 songs per side in a way. I would still prefer, 4 or more songs at least. And I think they could have fit. These songs aren't incredibly long or anything, so it probably didn't need to be. Well, of course it didn't need to be 45, but at least that justifies, the short sides a little bit more than, when they do 33 and you have a huge run out groove. Anyway, this is a really good album. I've really been enjoying a lot of the newer releases from some of these older metal guys, from the 80s and stuff like that. Bruce Dickinson's new album is really good. The Mick Mars album I really like. And this Sebastian Bach record is really good. It has a feel of that, late 80s sound, but it's definitely modern still, but it's not like his style hasn't changed, in a way that would be, negative, or he's trying to do something different. It's just good hard rock music, really. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this. Yeah, this is a really good album. I was impressed with it. I heard it at the store, Recyclable Records. The owner there was enjoying the album. He said he's been playing, he played it a couple times already that day, and he really liked it. So I had him play it for me, and I was like, yeah, it is pretty good. So that's one of the reasons I picked it up, is because I was able to kind of hear it before, in the store there. And yeah, really enjoyable. I can't say anything bad about it right now. There's a couple ballad-ish songs on here, not like acoustic or anything, but kind of mid to slower paced songs with that like powerful chorus in them, which I appreciated. I did like those songs too. So overall, a really good album. Good start, kind of mid part of the year to have a good release like that come out.
You can beat me, take everything I got, but you can't take away my pride. You can wear me into submission, babe. Well, at least you can give it a try.
This is contender for album of the year, honestly, for me. And this might be my favorite album so far this year. June hasn't ended yet, so the full 6 months or full half of the year releases haven't really come out yet. At this point, the new Unleash the Archers, Phantoma, I've listened to this album probably a good 10 times already. I love it. I think it's really, really, really good. I was like hoping that they were going to do songs like more similar to that one song they had on Apex. I think it was called Legacy. That was a really, really, really great song. It was kind of I don't want to say a hard rock, but it was kind of more like a throwback, to the 80s sound of power metal. It wasn't like that modern, super fast, technical, like a good power metal song, really. And I feel like this album, they really did that. They slowed things down a bit. I don't think they're trying to, get really technical, go really fast, do anything really crazy. They really concentrated on the hooks and the riffs, and I think it really worked out. I really like this album. And yeah, this is a contender for album of the year. It really is. Highly, highly recommend this. I'm really, really, really enjoying it. Vocals on here are insane. Brittany Slayes is doing an excellent job here. And yeah, everything else on the album is great. It's, like I said, it's not as technical as the previous albums. It's not as like super fast either. They really concentrate on the riffs and the grooves and the hooks. And I'm very satisfied with this album, and it's going to be a contender. It's going to be at least in the top 5 at this point, unless 5 more albums come out before the end of the year that just blow this away. This is very, 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 very good album. All right, next album is another one that I think is potentially make it. You know, if I were to make mid-year list, this would be on there. This is the Ingested album, The Tide of Death and Fractured Dreams. This kind of reminds me of how I felt about the Suffocation album from last year that ended up in my top 10. I really, really liked that album. It was just like, you know, very technical, speedy death metal, but it had a lot of breakdowns and riffs in there that just stopped you. You know, you were like, you know, I'd be listening in the car and all of a sudden a riff would hit and I'd be like, whoa, you know, it would immediately pull me into the song. And that's what I really, really like about death metal. And Ingested does a really good job of that on this album. Some really good stuff here. Interesting riffing, very technical. This is almost the opposite of the Unleash the Archers. And the riffing just goes insane. It has an excellent album cover. It's a contender for album cover of the year too. Really kind of disturbing image, interesting, but weird. Excellent songs on here. Great riffing. Great death metal. Potential to be on the top 10 this year.
You steal your ass while I'm dealing with death. Not a single moment thought before I can never. I really gathered my thoughts before I forced to mourn. Brain and body both shattered while the coffins go on. How it feels. Temptation strays me further. I show what it steals.
This one, yeah, I'll do another death metal record. This is the last of the 2024 releases. This is just a solid death metal album from gatecreeper. Very melodic in here. I really enjoyed this. I noticed on here when I was looking at the credits, I just listened to this actually before I made the video. And ᵃᵃ from Dismember, the drummer for Dismember, did some pre-production on this record with these guys. And I don't know what that means or what that meant for the band, but I could hear it. You know, you could really hear that HM2 pedal, you know, buzzsaw guitar sound in here. You know, those lingering chords, you know, where they just riff and it just kind of lingers out there. And that like, you know, rusty, you know, sound, I guess. I don't know. It's just that HM2 sound. It's definitely here. I don't know if that's why they called him and they said, bro, how did you guys do it? You know, and, you know, maybe tried to emulate that a bit. I don't know. It's an interesting question as to why, you know, Fred got involved with the album. This is a really good record. I wouldn't say it's excellent, but it's really good. It's solid. The riffing is great. It's a throwback to the early to mid 90s HM2 stuff, you know, the Sunlight Studio sound, and it's just good. I enjoyed this album a lot more than the new ᵃᵗ⁈ I really didn't like that album that much. The other ᵃᵗ stuff is pretty good, but for some reason that new ᵃᵗ album just didn't do it for me. But this gatecreeper album, I really like this stuff a little bit better. I could recommend this album pretty easily. The last one I'm going to show in this one is the latest album from Blood Ceremony. This came out May 2023. I got this on Amazon for like 15 bucks. I think there might still be a few on there that are that low of price. They're the warehouse deals. I really like Blood Ceremony. I have one other of their albums. This is the purple, says 700 copies. And yeah, this is pretty good. This is kind of 70s throwback metal, but it has flute in it, which quite a bit, that's kind of one of the unique things about this band. The hooks on here, the melodies, the choruses, really good stuff. It sounds basically just like all the other Blood Ceremony albums. There's nothing really innovative or new on this one per se, but it's still solid if you're looking for that kind of 70s Sabbath sound with flute and female vocals. You're definitely going to dig this for that. You know, the Castle Rat is another band that I showed in my last video that is similar to this that I enjoy as well. So really good stuff. This is just part one of the metal pickups that I got this month, so I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks. Bye.